When I tell people, even other Michigan residents, that I'm coming to Curtis, Michigan to do this gig here, they usually ask, where is that? Well, it's inland on the Upper Peninsula. It's not on Lake Michigan or Lake Superior. It's halfway between, and it is just west of Newberry, which is one of the larger towns around here. And I'll try to insert a map, or at least a link, so you can link to a map so you can see where it is. So this is South Manistee Lake, just south of Curtis, on a very windy day. On June 3rd. I guess there's good fishing here. And here's Main Street, right next to the lake. Curtis, Michigan. Hi, Steve here on June 3rd in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I'm standing in the backyard of Chamberlin's Old Forest Inn, and as I'm looking out over the camera, I can see beautiful North Manistee Lake with a little island out there. Last summer I took a kayak out to the island, which I think is about a mile out there and a mile back. The Upper Peninsula is somewhat remote from the rest of the state. It used to be separated by the Straits of Mackinac until they built that bridge, the Mackinac Bridge, in 1957. And if you live in western Upper Peninsula, say around Iron Mountain, or it'll take you a day's drive to get to the capital of Michigan in Lansing. So they have tried to form their own state in the past, calling it Superior, but they have not been successful, obviously. There's about 300,000 residents in the Upper Peninsula, and they feel very close. Some of the sights to see are, of course, the Mackinac Bridge. Mackinac Island is technically considered part of the Upper Peninsula, although their area code, their telephone area code, is part of the Upper Peninsula. But the residents of the mainland Upper Peninsula really resent that Mackinac Island is considered part of their territory. I don't know exactly why. There's the Soo Locks in Sault Ste. Marie, which is part of the St. Lawrence Seaway, and that is a tourist attraction to see. I saw it many years ago, which I barely remember. It was a engineering feat to behold, if I remember correctly. Then if you go a little bit further west, you come to Tequamanon Falls, which is a beautiful natural wonder of waterfalls that are, I believe, the largest west of the Niagara Falls, if I'm not mistaken, in the east of the Mississippi, something like that. But they are very beautiful. Then you have the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore on Lake Superior in the north part of the Upper Peninsula, and that I have seen a little bit of, is exquisitely beautiful. There's also a boat tour, which I haven't taken, and it's on my list of things to do, my bucket list, to take this boat tour. If you go further west, you come to Porcupine Mountains, which I believe is a national park, if I'm not mistaken, and that's has beautiful bluffs, beautiful lakes, a wilderness area, great hiking trails. It's right on the shore of Lake Superior in the far western area of the Upper Peninsula. There's plenty of beach area along Lake Michigan to the south, also Lake Huron to the eastern part of the Upper Peninsula. There's a beautiful area east of St. Ignace which is the where the bridge connects to the Upper Peninsula. And for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the town. Hessel, I want to say, something like that. And that's a beautiful area that I've visited once or twice. Then if you go to the northernmost part of Upper Peninsula, sort of in the middle, you come to Houghton Hancock, which is Northern Michigan University, Michigan Tech, I believe. I'm sorry, Michigan Tech. And that's the Keweenaw Peninsula, which juts out into Lake Superior. And that is a very remote area. It's the most sparsely populated county in the state of Michigan. It includes a little town of Copper Harbor, and is a beautiful tourist area for camping and sightseeing. Then if you want to take the ferry from Copper Harbor, there's an island in Lake Superior, which is actually closer to Canada. It's Isle Royal, and it's very remote. That's on my bucket list to go there sometime too. Isle Royal is a remote area. It does have a lodge there that is fairly rustic from what I can gather, and you can also camp there and do some wilderness hiking, backpacking. Anyway, the Michigan Upper Peninsula, it's a beautiful place. They're very proud to be residents of Upper Peninsula, the people who live here. They call the people who live below the Mackinac Bridge trolls. Go figure. So anyway, I'm happy to be here, and I have a gig tonight. I'll have some footage, possibly, if we're lucky, of a little bit of my playing tonight. And I met some very nice people last night. We had a good time. I will talk to you later.
Worry. Why should I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? I'm crazy, thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.